why you may have neglected your feminine energy in leadership and in running your life, and definitely running business. You see, the business world is built totally upon the masculine energetic of having a goal, having achievements, going somewhere, achieving something. Once we've achieved it, we celebrate, and after that celebration, we reconfigure, reformulate what is next higher to achieve. So we achieve higher and higher, wider and wider, more vistas, more levels of evolution, more levels of success, more levels of freedom. But you see, by consistently, persistently driving only with the masculine, we start to erode the feminine joy within our being, the feminine relaxation of joy, energy, and exaltation of this very moment and what life has to give us now without having to go anywhere. The feminine has been crushed in a deeply, powerfully masculine world, not only for a few years, perhaps 100, perhaps 1,000 years, because we haven't valued or honored or revered the power, the beauty, the sanctity, the total gorgeousness of the feminine within ourselves, within the women in our lives, within Mother Nature herself, as the grand feminine, and the universe of form as the ultra grand grandmother feminine goddess of the universe. The Eastern mystics consider the universe a goddess, a grand goddess. Whether that's real or not, or you anthropomorphize it, or you use it as a metaphor, get the idea that life itself, the brimming of life, the life force itself, cells joining, coming together, the zygote and the egg, bursting together in life. That is life force. That's the feminine. And it brings birth to all experiences, our taste, our color, our touch, our flavors. All are the feminine. Anything that has existential reality, form itself, time, space, dimensionality, from the Eastern perspective of the warrior sage traditions. This is all the great feminine, which means that is us, within us, every breath. You see, the masculine within us is driven by freedom, higher orders of freedom. The feminine within us is drawn by the flow of love, the flow of connection, the flow of affinity, the flow of rapport. And the worst pain of the feminine within us is not feeling the flow of love, the flow of rapport, the flow of closeness, of oneness. And the ultimate consummation and joy and ecstasy of the feminine is feeling that we are so one that there is no separation. Now, how does that affect us in leadership, directly in business? Well, first of all, it's important to recognize that overemphasizing the masculine starts to crush the feminine energy within us. And what happens is there becomes a linearity, a stiffness. Sometimes we think that we have to be more male because of male dominance. And so we take on male and masculine characteristics in a way to be equal to, or to surpass, or to show who we are, just as mighty, just as capable of the masculine or males. That was perhaps valid for many years. But for now, where we are now, it's killing us. It's really destroying who we are. It's destroying our health, making us too wound up. When the feminine is crushed and we're not breathing and making time to honor her within ourselves, our muscles get tighter. We end up getting more headaches because our tension and energy is up in our head rather circulating through our body. We forget the zest, the appeal of life for just living. And we always live in the constant future. We commiserate about failures, and we're also projecting fear and boogeymen around every corner. But when we relax and we recognize, let me honor my body, and that's where it first starts. And so let's do a practice and start to honor the body by breathing life within us, honoring that the feminine within us, especially women, is something to love. We think that the feminine is not so powerful. The feminine is the weather. It's the most powerful thing in the universe. The feminine life force is the universe. So as we take the time every morning before you go to work, practically dance. If you're a woman, dance. Take a moment not just to meditate in stillness, put some headphones on, put some music on. Find music that brings you into ecstasy, joy. Find music that connects with how you're feeling right now, happy, sad, elated, tense, fearful. Find music that matches that and dance that music through your body. Let your movement express the fullness of what's truly there in your heart. Invite life into you as you dance every morning. During the day, if you start to feel really tight, don't just go into masculine stillness, mindfulness, break away. Go for a walk in the park. If you only have a few minutes, close the door, shake out your body, put some headphones on, and express your dance through your music again. Start breathing and feeling that you are connected to life itself. And enjoy that you are connected to life. You're a conduit, an expression of life itself. Love yourself. In business meetings, before you go to a meeting, go ahead and break away for a few moments, wherever you can privately. Move your hips, move your body. Once again, sacred dance. Fill the room with the most vibrant, wild, even expressions of your being. Of course, you might not be able to do this publicly if it's not convenient or appropriate, but doing in privacy, doing it inside your smile of being. Unleash the goddess. Because you know what? This is the time where we need her more than any other time on the planet. We need feminine wisdom that's tapped into the heart, tapped into what's the love I can offer my team today? What's the love I can offer myself? What's the love and the joy and the connection and the tenderness and the sweetness that I can offer all those around me? Of course, it starts with the self. And by gifting yourself with the feminine that's already here, you'll start to gift those around you. They'll feel something palpable, very different about you. They'll feel there's something switching on in her and him that I can't put my finger on, but it's powerful because the feminine is the power and she is in you. And I'm talking to you now, ladies. You are the manifestation of the divine feminine of all life. Do not treat yourself anything less than that. Turn on the switch fully, physically, mentally, emotionally, vibrantly. Radiate the fullness of your being. Have that spine centered. Let your heart open wide and enjoy the deliciousness of this moment and bring your zest for life where there's nowhere to go but now and here, and enjoy the contact and the connection that comes from this honoring of you, this loving of yourself, this loving of the great feminine, which doesn't call us to do more and to achieve more, but calls us to smell the roses, touch ourselves with sacredness and honor our body, and to honor who we are and where we are in life right now. It's not about what there is more to gain. It's what we already have right now.